Hi, I'm going to show you how I've organized this Trello board for level design. On the left, you can find a to-do list filled with levels and mini games that we need to create for the final game. If you click on them, you'll find a description, perhaps a to-do list. All of this will be iteratively added to the card, Trello calls them cards, and it'll all help us monitor our progress. And you can also add attachments for files and other such things, so everything stays organized. If you have an idea for a level or want to participate in the creation, you can drag your avatar from the top to a level that you have a good idea for, that you want to participate in. Over here you can find a blue label on top of the levels, and if I click on them, you can see that it says blueprint. This means that these levels are in the blueprinting phase of development. So let's say I want to add myself to episode 1 here to create the blueprint for the level. Well, I would drag my avatar to the card and I would be added. I'll also be watching this card, which means that I'll be notified of any updates done to the card. New to-do lists, change in description, added files, things like that. Once I've added myself, I can move the card from to do to in progress to show the team that I'm currently working on this level. Once I'm done, I could click on the card and add any necessary attachments like the level blueprint itself. And maybe I can tick any check marks that represent what I've been working on. But most importantly, once I'm done, I should move the card from in progress to idle to say that I'm no longer working on anything. This can also be done if I've simply decided to take a break from it or something of the sorts. If you are finished, you can change the label. Over here you can see that there are 4 labels to choose from as of now. So I can remove the blueprint tag and add the programming tag to say, hey, the blueprint is done, we should start programming the level now. I'll hit save, and now I could remove myself, or I can stay there if I'm interested in seeing what happens with the level. I suggest staying here just in case we need to go back and forward between different states. Now if anybody else was interested in participating specifically in the programming, they could then add themselves to the level, move the card from idle to in progress, and start ticking some boxes and adding some files. Once the code is done, the entire thing can be wrapped up in a package and tested. And just like with the blueprints before, I can move it to idle and change the tag to be testing. And then instead of being an idle, we can move it into testing, so that we know that nobody's working on it because we're currently getting feedback on it. Once we've sufficiently gained enough feedback, we can change the tag once more to either art to show that we want artists to work on it now and make it look all nice, or we could put it back to programming if there's programming bugs, or blueprints if there's something in the blueprint. Perhaps both. And we can put it back to idle and wait for anybody who feels like working on it to work on it. And so we'll go back and forth from testing to in progress until the level is satisfactory. At this point, we change the tag for a last time from testing to art, put it into the idle state, and wait for the artists to start adding beautiful stuff and make the game actually look good instead of just playing nicely. And so the artist can drag it from idle to in progress, from in progress to testing, and if everything goes well, the level is finished. This concludes this rather shorter video explaining how we are going to be using Trello to facilitate and organize our workflow. If you feel like joining the project, make sure to check out this video right here. And I'll see you in the future.